When you sign on the dotted line to join the armed forces, you know you will be exposed to dangerous and often noisy situations. But there is also an expectation that should you be injured, you will be properly taken care of. Sadly, many of the men and women who have served our nation come back home with life-changing injuries. Some of these injuries are obvious, but others, whilst not as apparent, can still have a big impact on the quality of life. One of these less visible injuries is military deafness, but hearing loss related to military service is a huge problem with broad implications for the quality of life of our military service personnel. The Royal British Legion has estimated that as many as 300,000 ex-armed forces personnel suffer with noise-induced hearing loss, and that veterans under 75 are over 3 times more likely to suffer with hearing loss than the general population. Those who suffer from military deafness are in danger of becoming socially isolated and can often experience relationship issues as a result of their hearing loss. In their professional lives, they may be passed over for promotions or may not be able to work in their chosen profession due to their difficulty hearing in group settings or where there is a lot of background noise. Help is available through the Armed Forces Compensation Scheme or War Pension Scheme. But because of the strict qualifying criteria, it is often more difficult to make a successful scheme claim and receive payment than in a civil claim for workplace-related hearing loss. We are aware of cases where military personnel have been medically discharged with hearing problems and still fail to qualify for payment under the scheme, as their loss of hearing is not deemed to be serious enough. Unfortunately, too many current or former military personnel are still unaware they can make a civil claim and believe wrongly that this is not an option open to them. The MOD is an employer just like any other, so there is a legal obligation on them to protect their service personnel to the best of their ability. When the MOD doesn't fulfil the duty of care they owe to those in service, those individuals are entitled to bring a civil claim for compensation. This is possible regardless of whether they have been through an Armed Forces Compensation Scheme or War Pension Scheme application, even if this claim has previously been rejected. We have been able to recover damages on behalf of military clients who were previously unsuccessful in their claims under these schemes. Navigating the civilian courts can be difficult, especially when making a claim against an organisation like the MOD. It is important to choose a firm of solicitors with the right experience to navigate the system and get the best result possible. Choosing a solicitor with experience in military cases is particularly important. At Hugh James, our dedicated military claims team understands the unique needs of those suffering with military deafness and can act with the kind of tenacity that is needed to see your claim for compensation through. We often take on and win cases that other solicitors can't or won't. If you are suffering from military deafness, a free initial conversation with one of our military claims specialists will help you find out where you stand and give you a clear path forward.